Filatex India. Now the stock is trading with gains of over 4% in trade today, in addition to gains of about 5% that it had seen in the last week itself. The company recently commissioned commercial production at its Dahej unit. Let's discuss this and the company's expansion in further detail with the Chairman and Managing Director, Madhu Bhageria. Good morning, Mr. Bhageria, and if you could throw some color on India's current cost competitiveness with China in polyester yarns and how exports are doing for the industry at large.
Good morning. See, last year textile fibers for the first time has crossed 100 million tons, and the main in that is synthetic fiber, which are around 63%. Out of that, polyester would be roughly 54 million tons, that is 54% of the total global scenario. And India is now getting very competitive against China also in polyester. The main reason is the cost of labor in China has gone up tremendously. As compared to India, the cost of labor in China is roughly 3 times. And also in the downstream, the use of labor for making fabrics and garment is very high, and the exports of garment of China has reduced more than 15% in last 3 years, and their local demand is also going up. So that leaves us a very good potential for India to export, get the export market.
Okay, sir. So, let's come down and talk a little about your company as well. We'd like to know a little more about whether or not the trial runs for the new capex have been done, and if you could also tell us a little more about, capex that's been planned for the subsequent years, and if you could also share some timelines with us.
Yeah, in March we had just commissioned our bright polymerization capacity of 108,000 tons, which consists of fully drawn yarns of 69,000 tons, partially oriented yarns of 9,000 tons, and chips of roughly 30,000 tons. Out of these 30,000 tons of chips, 13,000 we will be using captive in our Dadra plant. So we had started trials end of Jan. Now from 7th of March we have come into commercial production. The full utilization of this will be achieved in next 3 to 4 months. Overall capacity of our all the plants together now stands at roughly 330,000 tons, with a range of all POY, FDY, draw textured yarns in all semi-dull, bright and colors. And this expansion we had to spend around 343 crores.
What is the kind of incremental annual
Going forward,
EBITDA?
we have plans to use.
Right, so go ahead.
EBIT we will get, EBIT from this new incremental capacity, I think we'll get around approximately 90 to 100 crores.
All right, and so what is the current
debt? Going forward, we
debt?
have plans to have another capex in. See, March 18, our debt would be close to 600 to 625, including working capital.
Okay, so before we let you go, we just a final word on your debt structure right now. Where does it stand, and do you expect to see a change in your debt mix going forward?
Yeah, because we have just completed our this brownfield project, so that debt is little higher. But in FY19 we will consolidate. We will be paying more than 100, reducing it by more than 100 crores, and we don't have any major plans for any expansion in FY19. FY20 we do have some plans. So I think by FY20 we should be in the debt of to equity almost 1:1.